You haven't done this for a while.
Yeah.
And you got to talk a lot during this. You got to talk a lot. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Session number 28 of the Kojima Productions Report. This is Ryan Payton, and I'm joined here with Ken Imaizumi.
Hi, how are you?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've been really busy, so.
Where have you been? And a lot of listeners have been writing in saying, hey, where's Ken?
You know, it's a top secret, so I can't tell you, the details, but I have been working with Mr. Kojima and, the team, with the team.
Yeah, so. You've been all over the place, and it got to the point where I couldn't get you in the studio every week to record. It was just, you're just too busy, you're going to too many places, too many top secret things.
Yeah.
And but now you're back, and so, I'm happy to have my co-star finally back.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about it. Yeah.
And while
co-host, right?
Right, exactly, co-host. But while you're away, I kind of got myself a new co-host.
Yeah, the Saito,
Aki Saito.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's good.
Yeah, he's funny too.
I really like his voice.
Yeah, me too.
I really like his voice.
I do.
Yep.
I really like
anyway,
his voice too.
So I let that one out. Well, we can go straight to the news. We can.
Sure.
I mean, anything you want to tell listeners? You haven't talked to them in, I don't know, 4 months maybe?
4 months, yeah. Well, that's because, we shipped a lot of titles.
We did.
Yeah, and plus, Metal Gear Solid 4 production is getting busy and busy, and
Yeah, it was busy before. It's busy now, and it's going to be busy throughout the year.
Yeah, it's really, really busy.
But yeah, it's funny you brought up that we launched a lot of titles, and that's very true.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of listeners might not know that we actually launched quite a few titles in Japan, including one that hasn't made it to U.S. In Kabutore.
Kabutore, yeah.
That's the stock trading game on Nintendo DS. It's very cool.
Yeah,
and,
it's very different, because a lot of people think, why you guys, make this kind of game, But it's really fun and, it's really cool.
Did you learn anything about stock trading while you were testing the game?
Yeah.
You did, really?
I did a lot. So I think it's, it's not a joke, it's the truth. It's really, really fun. Fun to learn, the stock system.
Can I ask you another question? Is it really fun
let's
to
move
use?
To the next. Yeah.
Is it really fun to use my DS? I was still waiting for that.
I lost my DS Lite, so.
I know you did. You lost that on a flight.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. So Lunar Nights is out in America. And I've been getting a lot of reports that it's been kind of hard to find at retailers. And
that's too bad.
I'm really sorry. Yeah,
I'm really sorry.
To all listeners out there in the United States that are trying to get their hands on a copy. There's people that are talking about going to EB or GameStop, and they only have a few copies and they're already reserved. So, try your best. I mean, worst case scenario is just you can go to the website, our official website, and we have a link to the Konami Style online site, and you can buy it directly from there. Yeah, it's the same price as as it would be in at EB Games. Like it's $29.99 retail price. So, just buy it online, and that's the best way to guarantee yourself a copy, I guess. But yeah, we really appreciate all the support. It's been it's been getting a lot of good reviews. 1UP gave it a 9.0.
Right, the game is pretty. Well done.
Yeah, it is. And we had Hachinoyon 884, those guys from there, John and Hiroko. They came in and we talked about the game quite a bit. And it's a very deep game, and it's you're going to get a lot out of it. And it's not really your standard RPG on a handheld. It's got a lot of elements. So
it's totally different from last Boktai game.
I'm very happy about that.
The character, and they got a new 3D shooting too. It's totally different.
Well, what I'm hoping is I'm going to try to make my way to Game Developers Conference at GDC in San Francisco, and I'm hoping I'm going to bump into a guy named Michael Donahoe.
Donahoe.
He works at EGM Magazine, and he wasn't as excited about Lunar Nights as some of his other colleagues. So maybe it'd be fun to have him on the show and we can talk a little about his review of Lunar Nights. But no, we're good pals. I'm not calling him out in a bad way. Yeah, next. Okay.
Okay.
No, but yeah, speaking of review scores, though.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's very good on the side of Lunar Nights and even better on the side of MPO. We're talking about Platinum from Famitsu, Editor's Choice from GameSpot, Editor's Choice from IGN, a 9.5 from 1UP, and then PSP Game of the Year from GameSpot and GameSpy, which is incredible.
It's, a lot. Lots of, good, high score and, yeah.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, well, I think so.
Ken, you're very hard to please. See, a stock trading game can satisfy you, but a 9.5 from 1UP or PSP Game of the Year,
9.5.
You're not satisfied from that? All right, that's what I like to hear. That's what I was waiting for.
Okay.
That kind of tension.
Yeah, well, the point 9.5 and 9.0, and I think I saw some kind of points, from like Europe or somewhere, and I think that's really great. The team worked really hard.
They did
in a really short time, and you did too, right?
Oh, man, I don't want to go back to those days. I'm wondering if it's gonna be like that for MGS4.
Well, Ryan didn't look like Ryan Payton, at that time.
Yeah, that's what Hiroka from 8.4, she talked about when she was in here a few weeks ago. How John and I, we were both working on the game, and she said, look, we look like white ghosts because we hadn't been outside, and
pale.
I hadn't been eating, and it was a very rough development schedule. But it paid off, and it's good to see. And Edge actually has a review of MPO in their latest issue, which I was just reading before we came into the studio. And Edge always scores very harshly.
Right.
An 8 in Edge is actually a very, very good score. And they gave MPO a little bit lower score than that. And but you read the text and they actually compliment it quite a bit. And I wish I would have seen that review score when Christophe from Edge came in and interviewed Mr. Kojima about 3 weeks ago. Because he came on and we recorded a show. So I'm going to be playing that at the end of this session, at the end of session 28. So we'll have Christophe at the end of this session. We'll be talking a little bit about his time that he spent coming in and talking to Mr. Kojima. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, we're moving right along, Ken. Going down this list. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, I'm supposed to keep these sessions short, right?
Yeah, go to the next.
But everybody wants them an hour long. You've seen those reader mails. Why is the report so short?
I don't have that much time, and you don't have that much time either.
Right, to talk about Metal Gear for an hour every week?
Well, because you have to go to sound recording session pretty soon.
Yes, sound recording session. Oh, wait, I don't want to get too ahead of myself.
No.
We've got a new blog site that I want to talk about. I want to talk about iRevo.
iRevo means what?
I think it means iRevolution.
iRevolution.
And then they shorten to iRevo.
Level.
It's kind of hard to say in English, actually.
Japanese way.
Yeah, Japanese, they say iRevo.
iRevo.
And this is the new blog site that Konami has actually created. It was not just a blog, but it's got a search function and things like that.
Right.
And so we've actually been in the process of moving the entire Hideo-blog, this whole community
moved
functionality, all the way over to iRevo. And that means that the URL for the Kojima Productions Report has changed. The whole format's changed. So if you are subscribing to this podcast via iTunes, you're only getting that file every week. So you're not probably reading the text or checking out the site. But yeah, go to the official Kojima Productions site, click on the link, and it'll take you to the new iRevo site.
Do they have...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Do they have English?
No.
Do they have English?
No, they don't have English or English. And
do they have English?
Which sucks because you could see my blog. I write it in both Japanese and English. But if you want to comment on it, you have to register with iRevo.
Oh, okay.
So you have to go through this whole process of writing in your name in hiragana and katakana, and having. It's just incredible. All the instructions are in Japanese. So actually, some of our foreign listeners have been writing in instruction manuals about how to complete an iRevo registration in Japanese. Just like, in this box, put this. In this box, put this. It's kind of. I appreciate them doing that because I wish we had like an English version of this site.
Right. I mean, how do you call these kind of suck? I mean, stupid.
Yeah, you could. You could use a lot of bad words to describe it.
Yeah, that's not a user-friendly.
Yeah, it sucks for people who don't understand Japanese. Look, I'll post that cheat sheet about how to get register, and then you can have a comment. You can post a comment about the Kojima Productions Report or about my blog site. And I want to hear your feedback.
Okay.
And I don't want this Japanese restriction to, to set you back and to hold your arms behind your back. You know what I mean? So that's the new site. Be sure to check it out. It's the iRebel site. And we're waiting for Kenichiro Imaizumi's blog. I think the whole world is waiting.
If I have a time, yes.
Has Mr. Kojima given you any pressure to write?
Yeah, he gave me a pressure too. But, I have nothing to write right now. I mean, no time to write. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to write about? You could write about your new place.
New place, my new place. Do you want to talk about my place?
I'm waiting for. I don't want to talk about. I'm waiting for my invitation to come visit your new place.
Oh, the party.
It doesn't even need to be a party. I just want to check out the natural Lawsons.
Natural Lawson. You want to talk about a natural Lawson?
Okay, look. Let's let the listeners in on this. So, Ken, you just moved into your new apartment.
New apartment building, which is was like a 48th floor.
You're on the 48th.
No, not me.
Wait, so the 48th is the top?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 48 floors.
Maybe 50 or something.
Okay.
Very, very high building.
Yeah, it's one of the newest ones in all of Tokyo.
Yeah, and my room is on the second floor.
Yeah, you're working your way up. But that was by request.
Yeah, that was. That's because, second floor is safer than, that's because I used to live on the 28th floor. Mm-hmm. And one day, I, fire alarm was on.
Right.
And we are trying to get out from the building.
Yeah, 28th
and
floor.
And the 28th floor, just go down to by, the stair.
Yeah, by stairs. That's crazy, especially when you have kids.
Yeah, that's really crazy. That's why we have decided to move into the second floor.
See, I have no problem with the second floor because you're actually closer to the Natural Lawson's convenience store than most people.
So that building that building has their own convenience store
that only residents can go into.
Right.
I find that fascinating. That there's so it's inside the building.
Inside of the building.
Inside the apartment
you have
complex.
To have a key to get in.
That's awesome.
Convenience store.
And it's my favorite convenience store in all of Japan too, the Natural Lawson's. Not just Lawson's. Not normal old milquetoast Lawson's, but a natural.
So what's the difference between a Lawson and a natural Lawson?
Well, the logo is cool.
Yeah, logo is different. That's true. But
yeah. Well, it seems like they have a little bit of more like, natural organic foods. Not like I eat those, but it's just a nice change of pace. And it has a little more of a cleaner, like a little more upscale look than a normal Lawson's. Would you agree?
I haven't been there, so I don't know.
Well, you will. It opens tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
So I'll be there at 7:30 tomorrow night?
Yeah. Are you coming?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'm coming to my room.
I'm waiting for the invitation.
Oh, okay. Well, someday.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Finally, I got it. So yeah, you ready to wrap this session up, Ken?
Sure.
All right, let's go to the Edge interview with Christophe from Edge. He's the Japanese correspondent. And I had a chance to talk with him a few weeks ago after he had a very long interview with Mr. Kojima. And that's going to be an upcoming issue, the next issue of Edge magazine. So thanks for joining me, Ken.
Thank you very much.
Can you come next week too?
I will.
All right, cool. We'll see you then.
See ya.
Now I have to speak in English. Oh
yes.
Boy.
It's all right. The longer you stay in Japan, I think the worse your English gets. Do you find that to be true?
Youchen, shogakko?
Yeah.
Well, I used to live in Japan during some very difficult times. American people were not really well accepted. Not that I'm American,
right.
but every white people are American. And, I have to say that it has been quite a difficult period of my life, or my childhood, I guess.
So you spent your childhood raised in Japan?
I was born in France, but I came to Japan very, very, very early. So I spent most of my early education in Japan. So I have basically a very Japanese, base culture. With animation.
Right.
I know everything
or
about
mannerism,
them.
things like that.
Yeah.
So let me just introduce you real quick. This is Christophe. Kagotani
Yes.
from Edge magazine.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say, my favorite video game magazine in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a video game magazine. Actually, it's a mix with Word. Word, as I think it's an American magazine with some bit of video games.
Right.
So it's not really consumer. It's very about culture.
Yeah, I think it actually says on the cover. I might be mistaken, but like video game culture.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely like Wired mixed with Standard American Game magazine. And the design is beautiful of it. I mean, I know there's fans worldwide that dig the magazine, and they probably wish they can get it in their country.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I mean, Future Publishing actually made so few of them because it is so expensive to make. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can see from the quality, it's obviously probably costs a pretty penny to make.
Yeah.
But you guys do an excellent job. And so yeah, I'm just to recap, like why we're speaking today in Kojima Productions is because Christophe, he visited us and interviewed Mr. Kojima,
Yes.
Mr. Okamura from Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, and then Mr. Yoshitomi from Lunar Nights, and Boktai and Lunar Nights. So, yeah, how'd it go? I mean, you've been here for about 3-4 hours now.
Oh yeah, quite a long day.
Yeah. So maybe you can tell the listeners, just what what you will take away from your visit to the studio today. And
I mean, it's not my first visit, so it's not like a first-time experience.
Right.
But it's a lot about this very unique vision on how to make video games. Even in Japan, everybody is not working like Mr. Kojima. It's a very special, environment. And that just reinforced me in this very unique vision he has about how to make video games, how to make it evolve, change, and how to interact with people, not only gamers but with casual users as well.
Well, I noticed from your interview with Mr. Kojima that it was very different from your standard video game interview where you guys were talking a lot about concepts and about game design and what is his design philosophies. Whereas in most journalists who have a stab at asking Mr. Kojima various questions, it's first what's going on with Metal Gear Solid 4. I noticed this part in the trailer. Can you explain something about Takocom or but you took a very different approach.
Yeah, I mean Edge is read by many developers. So I think there's more meaning in focusing on how the game is made, how he think his approach about creativity, about how to make this franchise evolve, how to see violence in video games on few subjects like that. They are more appealing to our readers than for a standard consumer magazine where people want to know why how
many weapons are going to be in MGS4 or something.
How many hours are we going to play this game?
Right. Well, yeah, it's a fresh approach, and I think that's another reason why your magazine is so successful. So, can you talk a little bit about just your gig here in Japan, because you're based in Japan and then you write for Edge?
Yeah.
And can you talk a little bit about, I mean, this is what keeps you busy all day?
Well, I used to be really, really full-time journalist. I mean, I was working for a few magazines, but, it's been about 15 years. I've been a correspondent for various magazines. And it's time when you try to keep the very magazine you want to work with or work for because they are very unique or they have a very interesting approach, and try to do something else. And I used to work in development as well, so there's this need for me to get back to where the game are made or how the game are made, or to use my experience in looking at games, trying to identify what is good, what is wrong, and to use this as to work as a consultant for game companies, to tune their games and to do some localization or a few things like that. Yeah.
So were you working for a game developer in Japan at some point?
No, yeah. I had few occasions to help or to work with game companies.
Can you talk about any of the games you worked on specifically?
There's not really, very important games anyway. So I helped on the French version of Rune, or did few things on Vagrant, and had few occasions to work with Koei as well. Nothing that will have my name in the credit.
Oh, that's too bad.
But it's okay.
Sorry to switch gears real quick, but something came up just while you were talking about this, and that is localization of games. Yeah. And have you played Metal Gear in French?
Oh yeah.
And how's the translation? I like to ask a lot of people who have played it.
Actually, I was at that time asked to work on the localization of Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and a friend of mine took the job because I was not in Japan at that moment.
I see.
And he told me that it was quite a surprise when they actually heard the French voices, which were terrible.
Oh, okay.
Like Solid Snake speaking like a Rambo. And,
cool. I dig.
It was a time when voice in game was new.
Right.
And people did not have the same approach than they used to have in making 2D games. They were very professional and very careful in making graphics at that time, but voices was something they do not control at all. So
is it safe to say that the translation or the localization has been getting better as time has gone on?
Yeah, because
even with Metal Gear.
Yeah, because the cinematic took such a place in games that the voice and the cinematic direction also became such a very important part of the game that a lot of professionalism have been brought in, a lot of Hollywood stuff, and
sure. I see. Well, this past year, so you mentioned that you're not doing game journalism exclusively now, but I think last year probably kept you busy as a Japanese correspondent for Edge, because I'm thinking back at 2006, and I've counted 5 hardware launches that occurred in Japan, which is incredible.
Yeah. And
I'm just kind of curious, like what you took away from 2006. What your impressions are. What are you worried about? Anything? Are you very happy with the Japanese game industry, or what's your take?
I think that it was very important to have such successful launches. After all, even if sometimes the figures are not very satisfying for some makers, it just makes the industry going forward.
Yeah, have to work harder, I guess.
Yeah, until the many game makers were waiting that the PlayStation 3 was released. They were waiting for how the market will go, and now because it is on the market, everybody can work and release a game.
That's true. I'm relieved because in 2007, cross your fingers. I don't think there's going to be a new hardware launch in 2007, which is going to be kind of a relief and refreshing in a sense, because we can finally focus on the games again.
Yeah, but at the same time, there will be some minor changes to hardwares like Xbox or I don't know. But the platform are now installed on the market, and it's up to the developers to make them, expand and evolve.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And one game I'm really excited about is a game that's being directed by a friend of our studios, and who you visited a couple months back in Asagaya in Tokyo.
Yeah.
His name is Suda51.
Yeah.
Or
Goichi.
What is it, Go-chan?
Go-chan desu.
That's as Mr. Kojima refers to him as. But in the January 2007 issue of Edge, I think it's the latest issue.
Yeah.
You have, a 6-page or 8-page?
6-page, yes.
Yeah. A story on No More Heroes.
Yeah.
It's Suda's new game on Wii, which looks incredible. And I was just kind of curious. You visited their studio. How was it visiting Grasshopper? And what did you take away from that?
Grasshopper is a very unique company in the Japanese game industry. I think they have the dream to become the Japanese rock star, not in terms of sales, but in terms of creativity, in terms of game design. And each time I visit them, I mean, you could see that the design inside the company is always changing. You know, Suda-san office used to be at this floor, and now it is at this floor.
I see.
And
so it's always evolving, the whole studio, even like the presence in the physical presence.
And this time the biggest surprise was to have this full-size ping pong table with all the employee playing with it.
That's cool. Well, maybe that's inspired by his love for table tennis on 360.
Yes.
He's a master at that game.
So that tells you about the very dynamic inside the company, which you can find in the design.
Right. Yeah.
Like No More Heroes.
So I just had maybe just one more question for you.
No problem.
What do you expect? What are you anticipating in 2007? I mean, is there anything in particular that you're excited about, or?
I think that I don't think there will be such a big difference anyway. Maybe Nintendo will be able to launch these very key titles for the Wii to expand, like the DS. But I think that the PlayStation 3 will recover. The start was a little bit disappointing, but because they did not have enough units on the market, but clearly they will have more and more units available. So we will have the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox fighting worldwide, and it's good for the competition. And more contents will be sold online, but at the end of the day, I think maybe Burning Crusade will be.
It's hard to compete against World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
But I said that was gonna be my last question, but I do kind of want to talk about Metal Gear before we close out. In particular about Portable Ops that's coming out in Europe this spring, and you had a chance to talk with Okamura-san, and I guess he didn't really tell you about the new features in the game.
No.
Even though we're going to be telling the public very soon about it. So, well, it's all good. So maybe I'll just let you in on what we're planning to do with the MPO.
Yeah.
And well, first off is we're adding 2 new stages to the game on the multiplayer side. So that's pretty exciting, and it's going to, especially for people who play online a lot. I mean, sure, we have already a lot of maps, but they do get repetitive after you've done it the 100th time. Like, for example, developers. So it's even refreshing for us to play it and play those 2 new stages. And then we also have these unique characters that you can get a hold of that have that their suits or fatigues are all designed with different European flags, so from the European Union. Yeah. So that's another little feature of the game. And then just kind of like polishing things up a little bit. And we've got a really cool packaging, the best packaging that Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops will see worldwide. I mean, the Japanese packaging is pretty cool. Yeah. The US one's pretty cool, but the Europe one is stellar. It's phenomenal. It's very artistic, and that's what a lot of American gamers complain about, is that the European packaging is usually a lot more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. For example, like Eco. Yeah. It's a very cool cover. The US cover, on the other hand, is the ugliest piece of garbage I think I've ever seen in my life. And it disgraces that really good of a game. But so that's a couple of things that we have, in the oven right now. We're coming up on our master submission to Sony Europe, so it's pretty exciting.
Oh, cool.
So and then you also talked about Lunar Nights, and that's also coming to Europe pretty soon too. But it was obvious, we were talking to Mr. Kojima or Mr. Okamura, that you know a lot about Metal Gear, but Metal Gear means a lot of different things to different people. So can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Metal Gear? Like what do you take away from Metal Gear? What excites you about it? Or where would you like to see the series go? I mean, I'll let you handle that.
I think that there's many people thinking that they would like to have Metal Gear like FPS, but I'm still really focused on the very first Metal Gear on the PlayStation 1, which was really focused on stealth, on hiding, and it is something you don't find anywhere else. I mean, all the other game maker wants to put some action, some killings, and some stuff like that. But in Metal Gear 1, you could not do this thing. Maybe stunning the guard, but that was
true,
all.
True, yeah.
And I really like that.
Right, it's a very pure stealth game. It's true.
Yeah. And it was my best experience with Metal Gear, I think.
So it sounds like you're a little bit concerned with this whole theme of no place to hide with MGS4.
No. I think it is okay. It is okay because it is a very radical difference from the first Metal Gear. So it is in a way very refreshing.
Oh, good.
But I would have been really concerned if Metal Gear Solid 4 would have been some kind of FPS
hybrid or something,
or Biohazard 4,
right?
You know,
or the over-the-shoulder view. Yeah, I think you're.
So I think that the very core nature of Metal Gear has been preserved, and that's a really good thing.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me on the podcast. And can you tell the listeners like when they can expect your article, your big expose on Kojima Productions? It's a 12-page article.
Yeah, I have not been told in detail yet. So we've done the interview today, so maybe in a month or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's gonna be right around springtime.
Yeah.
So looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining me on the show.
Thank you very much.
And hope to have you again sometime soon.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.